Testing, testing. 1, 2. Testing, testing. Da 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 da. Da. I think it sounds fine. Turn down the Spotify just a teensy little bit. I'm sure y'all can still hear it. Also, welcome into Them Filth Goblins. I am Nerd Candy, and of course, this is the channel where it is shared by two husbands, and we do a little bit of everything, including drawing. That was a stilted intro because I did not think of it ahead of time. Anyway, Apple Glass, thank you so much for being first. You are by far the smelliest, stankiest, most disgusting goblin of the night, and I really thank you for that. Very much appreciated. Now, I know Torn streamed earlier today, so that gave me a good excuse to not stream until like very late. Also, I was fully asleep for about 5 hours. You know what? We're here. That's all that matters. Yeah. Anyway, so let's get on with it. Let me see what I have on my little paper. See, here's me shaking papers and near the mic. Yeah. Okay, so I believe today I am gonna make... Let me see, I think I took a picture of one of them. Of one of the things we needed. Yeah. A lodge-themed room, stone walls, big fireplace, fluffy bear fur rug. Interesting. Hi, Dagger Hilt. Speak of the devil. I believe you redeemed the large lodge. Let me pull up my reference internet thing. The devil. Have you never been called the devil before, Dagger Hilts? Would have thought you would have by now. Alright, so Fire Lodge. Oh, that's nice. Lots of people call my older sister the devil. Well, that sounds like it would be fun. I'm assuming your sister is a devil. Alright, so let me pop off this thing. There we go. Look at the GobHouse looking so precious and adorable. Ugh. I am so tired, y'all. I woke up and went to go work for my father at 9 in the morning. And I did manual labor. And let me tell you, it has been a while since I've done full manual labor like that. I feel like I did so many squats. My thighs are burning. I went to nap and I woke up and I was tired and hungry. I honestly felt like I was drunk. So I had to get up and eat, and now we're here. Rip Van Winkle. I know, right? I fell fully asleep. Ugh. But yeah, we were installing a railing. A very complicated modern railing. It's like this black metal railing, and then you've got these silver wires that like go through the rest of it, and it's very pretty, but good God, is it annoying to install. Alright, is there a specific place you want that fire lodge, Daggerhilt? Excuse me. No specific place? Alright. I believe... I might put it right here on the 3rd floor. I feel like that'd be a good spot.
like it. It's filthy.
Oh my god. Goof Geek! Long time no see, and welcome in. Thank you so much for subscribing. 38 months, my goodness. Wild. It still baffles me how long we've been streaming. Isn't that wild, Goof Geek? Dang. Crazy. And we thank you for your patronage. And we're hanging in there, aren't we? How are you, Goof Geek? Common area? Go. And this is going to be the Fire Lodge. Okay, thanks. Work has been insane lately, but hopefully coming up for air soon. Oh, nice. Miss all your peeps. Aw, well, we're glad to see you, Goof Geek. And hopefully you are doing the best you can be. But welcome in. Today we are, or tonight technically, because Torn streamed this morning. But we are drawing the GobHouse. It's a bit oh my god, I can't speak, y'all. It's essentially like a little dollhouse that I have created for all of the goblins that everybody has redeemed for the chats. And I have new redeems in our redeem section that allows you to redeem new furniture and items inside the house. Sometimes people want animals. As you can see, there are sugar gliders in this room. And right now, I'm going to be working on a fire lodge. So let's pop that all up in here. Why do I insist on uncapitalizing that? There we go. All right, let's see. So, from what you wrote, lodge-themed room, stone walls, big fireplace, fluffy bear rug. Now, I feel like a large fireplace might be something you have to redeem, because that is an extra item. But I could still do your stone walls, fluffy bear fur rug. Unless you want to make the lighting the fireplace. Like, instead of a light above, we could just make it the fireplace. Oh, no. I'm gonna give that back to you. I'm gonna give that back to you, Daggerhilt. I was reasoning in my head, and I realized that the lighting inside the room, instead of I refunded your points. Instead of light above, we're instead gonna make the lighting the fireplace. I feel like that's fair. I rethought about it. Okay, so we have to do bricks. So I'm gonna go ahead and start a brick pattern, and then we can kind of copy and paste from there. But yes, I mean, feel free to redeem other things in the meantime. I guess you can't technically redeem Class A for a bit until a bit of a cooldown, but, you know, other things are available. How are you, by the way, Dagger Hilts? Ooh, a wild Jangmo... Oh my god, I don't know how to pronounce that. Jangmo, I'm assuming is how that's pronounced. Fairly lazy day today. Ugh. I'm looking forward to my lazy day tomorrow. Although I do at one point need to wake up and do another No Man's Sky stream with one of my other characters. I believe it's Sebastian's day to play No Man's Sky, and he's been looking forward to it. Good job on the catch, Dagger Hilt. No, I don't like that. What relaxing music this is. I might fall asleep. So I'm a few steps closer to starting my sewing journey. I've been gathering all my material so that I can start sewing. I'm gonna attempt to make some plushes and maybe try making like a button-up shirt or something. See what I can actually accomplish before I dive like head first. But I'm excited to explore yet another avenue of creativity. It's gonna be fun. This stone wall is coming along very nicely, though. Also, instead of the window, that's gone now, too. I feel like there's not really a space for a window inside a lodge room, so sacrifices must be made. Trying to make this look a little less symmetrical. It feels weird having a symmetrical stone wall when it's supposed to be randomized, you know, actual stones. Not the flashlight on my phone being on. Let me make sure I didn't accidentally leave any tags on. This is just a drawing stream. Significant profanity and vulgarity sounds correct. This is gonna be such a pretty little lodge. I'm trying to think of other things that I can use my sewing machine for. It has been suggested that I can attempt my hand at making a fursuit, but I feel like that's a very complicated endeavor. But I mean, you know, I've got the time right now since I'm not exactly employed. And I'm not doing anything else. I'm thinking about hitting up the local craft store or Michael's. I think the only one we have left is Michael's, like a Michael's or something. God, our Joanne Fabrics is gone, which is a shame because they had some really good stuff. But I guess not many people are doing crafting items nowadays, which also another shame. Then again, here I am using a digital like iPad instead of actual physical artistic items like markers, pens, and paints. Not that I don't have markers, pens, and paints. I just feel like, for me, it's easier to use a digital product, just because that's what I've trained myself on. But, you know, I feel like using actual physical products, it still translates pretty well. Because I think I've tried drawing on pen and paper, and it's pretty, you know, the same. It's just when I poke the piece of paper and expect it to go back one because I make a mistake, and then realize, oh yeah, it's paper. I can't go back one. I can't undo paper. Which is a shame, because it'd be nice to undo paper. But yeah, our Joann's is out of business, so I'm having to settle for Michael's. What I'm probably going to do is just order most of the items I need online, which I guess now that I'm speaking about it, that's probably another reason why most physical crafting stores have gone out of business. Because I feel like sewing and the like was like a very popular pastime back in the day. Not quite as much anymore. But you can make some decent money doing like clothing, plushes, fursuits, stuff like that that you would normally sew up. Not that I'm doing it just for the money. I mean, that would definitely be, you know, a perk as an unemployed weirdo. But, you know, It's not a bad thing, that's for sure. Okay, I think I've got the lodge wall. Looks pretty stony. I don't think I'm gonna color each brick individually. Maybe I'll go through and color a few bricks. That looks good. Also, let me go back and delete the layer underneath this. That way it stops showing my ghost room. There we go. No more ghost room here. So let me go ahead and kind of color in some of the bricks manually again. But yeah, it's been a while since I actually have a redeem that you can actually redeem a stuffed animal for yourself. But it was so expensive, only one person had ever redeemed it, and that was RP Genius, and I still haven't made it for him, even though it's been way too long for me to have not done it. And that's one of the things I definitely feel guilty about not doing. I think I owe June Gloom a chapter of fanfiction as well. June Gloom redeemed fanfiction about Shane, I believe, from Stardew Valley. But it was heavily implied that everyone in the village wore Crocs. And there was actually a sinister plot involving Crocs that had to do with, like, livestock and, like, the new arrival person. And, like, happier livestock actually made better Crocs if you, like, blended them up like a smoothie or something. I actually don't know. I didn't go further into it. But there was a very big, what do you call that? Where it's like people talking about like a, oh god, conspiracy. There we go. Very conspiracy in the town where they would blend up a bunch of happy farm animals to make them into Crocs with gibbets. And I think I actually did 2 chapters of that. I did 2 chapters of Crocdew Valley, and I was actually supposed to do a 3rd chapter because I'm very good at doing like a cliffhanger. I've got that skill, and I have been meaning to flex my writing muscles more often too. Not that I need yet another thing to actually, you know, work on. I guess that's one thing that I can definitely think of, because now that I'm not working, I have that extra time to do all these creative endeavors that I always put off. I have no excuse now. Sometimes I wake up and I'm still just exhausted. Is that just the general thing? Is that everyone is just exhausted for no reason? Because I sure feel that every day. It's unfair. But you know, whatever. I just have to really push through that. I don't know why I'm like coloring these in manually, but I could just do a drag and drop like this. Doop, 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 doop. Oh, mistake. Another mistake. Yeah, it's looking cute. Gotta do some darker bricks too, maybe a little more reddish. Yeah, I like that. I probably won't do too many in the darker color. This would probably do well with a color correction layer. I'll have to think of that near the end. That way it's all kind of like the same kind of tint of brown or reddish. Oop, not that. I also wish I could have like a camera for the sewing machine. I've seen some people use a GoPro for looking fab. Thank you, Dagger Hilts. A Dwebble in chat, nice. But I've seen some people use a GoPro to do artistic things. But one, we don't have one. And two, that seems really annoying to set up. And you know we avoid doing complicated things here on the channel. Because it's hard. Let's do like a more reddish, actual reddish color. I definitely won't do too many of these. I feel like that's such a stark color. I've also been working on a different version of my PNG tuber. It's going to be like a kind of a sexy, monstrous form between me and Malik. And I need to finish that as well. But I always forget exactly how much work an actual PNG tuber takes to make. Yeah, it's looking good, Dagger Hilts. I mean, like, he's kind of too sexy, and I'm wondering if I'm gonna have to put some clothes on him. I mean, we're not flashing dong or anything, but, you know, there's definitely some abs. Abs, pecs, and arms. Because I've been using this PNG, not this thing's too sexy, that makes sense. I've been using this PNG for, I mean, I guess almost 4 years at this point. And I meant to update it so long ago, and I only just now getting around to it. Oops. I think that should be good. That's enough stone texture for now. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna mush these down. Okay. Oop. Yeah, it doesn't feel that. I mean, I did that on stream, didn't I? I didn't even remember that. Oh, yeah. And it still looks pretty good. It still looks like how I draw things most, like, nowadays. There's some, like, weird, annoying, like, discoloration when I do certain things. Like, I know this one, the sweater is a little lighter, and that bugs me. So, pick yourself making that pose and drew the lines on stream. That's crazy. That's crazy. I need to go down another layer here. Oh, the yellow tint looks good. Oh, fudge. I meant to duplicate that layer. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That's good. Perfect. Stone layer. I'm just gonna cut a chunk of this off and angle it for the, Oh, fudge. Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. Copy and paste. There we go. Looks super good. Thank you, Dagger Hilts. I'm getting a hand of these, like, textured walls. Like when we did the tiki room from scratch. Yeah, there we go. There we go. What do you think the carpet should be? I'm thinking like either red shag carpet, or we can do like a wood finish at the bottom too. Look how cute. Okay, so I'm gonna do the ceiling kind of like a tan color. Whoops. And let's see what some wooden flooring would look like. Can we do wood floor with fur throw rug? Yes. Yes, we can. I don't want to see what it would look like sideways. Oh, that's fine. Another layer. We'll line them up. Because I was working this morning, I unfortunately did not get to watch Torn's stream. Was anybody there? Did anybody know if he actually finished the game or not? I guess I could probably look after the stream, but I was curious. Okay, so now we match these two up. Yeah, this side's better. No. There we go. Okay. I don't think you finished. I had to leave before the end of the stream, though, so I could be wrong. Gotcha. Whew. Alright. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. Fix this over here. I think I want more of a reddish color, though. Let me see if I could fix that. Yeah, I do like the reddish color better. Perfect. Okay, so now we need a fireplace. Trying to think of what kind of fireplace we should have, because I'm looking at the screen here at the references, and there are about 10 different fireplaces I'm looking at. I feel like this simple one should be fine, though. This room is already looking very pretty, though. I feel like I need to make it a little darker, though.
I'm bigger than you. I'm higher in the food chain.
Hi,
Get
Haggis.
in my belly.
How you doing, Haggis? No, well... No. Maybe? I don't know. Let me see if I can make another color correction and see if I can't darken it somehow. How's it going, Haggis? Might have to make my own color correction. Hi, Hunter. Good, how are you? I am exhausted. I picked up a job for my father doing some manual labor. And oh god, y'all. It's been a while since I've done like manual labor in the way that we were doing today. We were like making a modern, we were like putting up a railing system to a modern like deck. Did I get muscles? I mean, I'm gonna have to get muscles if I'm gonna keep working for him. But yeah, we were doing a railing. It was like a modern, like black metal railing, and for the railings part, they were silver, like braided metal wires. So like we would put up the metal railings, and then we would have to like install each one of the metal wires into the holes, and like each one of the railings had like 10 wires, and we had to do 3 railings. I think 1, 2, yeah, 3 railings. So there was like 30 of them, and oh my god, you know the wires I'm talking about, yeah. And like you can't make a mistake, obviously, because you know you can't make a wire longer. So we were very like careful about it. Oh, tension kept, yes, that. Yeah, we had to kind of like thread that through. Oh, what is that? Ah, gotcha. Accidentally put a little mark there. But yeah, that was a big pain in the ass. And he has suggested that I could come back and do more jobs for him. But one of the jobs he's talked about was putting up sheetrock. And I don't know if you've ever put up sheetrock, but damn, is it just absolutely exhausting. And it's sheetrock that I would have to hold above my head. And y'all have seen me do the 20 pounds of metal redeem. My arms are not that strong. They're little noodly things. So like I'm not able to hold my arms up for a very long time, and unfortunately, that's what that job requires. So I'm trying to think of ways where I can do some like basic exercises just around the house. That way when the time does come, I could just, you know, do that a little easier. A wild Omenite in chat. You say, don't know if you've ever seen sheetrock. Bitch, please. I've never worked a day not in front of the keyboard in my life. I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I don't know. Like, when I was younger, I would help him do that all the time. But I would have to do, lighter work, obviously, because I was much smaller than I am now. I mean, I guess not by much, because I haven't exactly grown too much. Soft and squishy. It's so squishy. But yeah, so that's
It's been 25 years, guys.
25 years.
I don't think the Venga bus is coming.
The Venga bus is coming. Anyway, so yeah, I'm trying to think of different like home workouts I can do to kind of prepare myself for the day when I have to like hold sheetrock above my head for about 10 to 15 minutes at a time. You know what's ironic is that the 20 pounds of metal probably is the exercise that I should be doing to help me with my arm strength. Bench press Torn. I don't think I can do that. No offense to Torn. I'm just very weak. Workout stream incoming. Ew. I wouldn't even know how that, like, would start. I believe this is the very middle of the room. Hold a bag of sugar out in front of you as long as you can. Oof. You know, I think about that a lot because I think there was a Punisher movie that happened with somebody with the name Jane in their name. I can't remember. He's kind of hot, like in a daddy way. But there was a scene where he gave this guy a bomb that was connected to a wire, and like he made the guy, he was like chained something. I don't know. I'm not explaining this very well, but he was like chained to a desk or something, and like he walked away saying, "All right, bye." And like, you can't exactly hold something in front of you for the longest time. So like eventually, like while he was walking away, he heard an explosion because the guy couldn't hold it up on his own. I think about that a lot when I can't hold something up for a very long time. And so like, what would happen if the Punisher came and gave me a bomb that I had to hold up for a really long time? I mean, obviously, no one could do that for a really long time. It's easy because torture very quickly. Yeah. But, you know, it's a thought. I wonder what that guy's name was. I don't feel like I've seen him in much. Maybe I have. I'm gonna look it up. I mean, at this point, we have a very official, I knew it was Thomas Jane. I was gonna say Thomas Jane, but I didn't want to sound stupid. Lay back till your arms rest on your belly. Oh, yeah, that sounds about right, Haggis.